The Red Bull Rant is a free-flowing podcast with three soccer-loving idiots who don't know when to shut their dumb potty mouths. So listener discretion, yeah, it's pretty much advised.
Welcome, my friends, to the show never ends. This is the Red Bull Rant podcast. I'm your host, Jason Iapico.
I'm Truman. We're both stressing right now, but this is episode 458, Draws Like Losses.
I think that's the first good legitimate use of that this year.
There's another soundbite you're gonna get to use too shortly.
Fucking investing!
Well, not that one. You'll know. You're gonna know. You'll know. Trust me. We're going to talk about it.
Okay. All right. So Red Bulls with yet another draw. Sorry. Yet another draw. This one 1-1 at home to the Vancouver Whitecaps. I just realized I think I know which one you're talking about. I may not have that sound effect. Yeah. Hold on. You know what? We'll see if I can quickly get this. All right. Anyway. 1-1 draw at home to the Whitecaps. Goal scored by Brian White, and this is where I'd have the wrong kid died sound effect here. I'm assuming.
Nope, that's not the one either. But I like that. I could just say the wrong kid died.
And then, God, I don't even remember who scored for us.
Lewis Morgan scored, buddy.
Morgan, okay. I don't know why. The game was a week ago, and I'm just like...
There's a lot of Nick basketball going on right now, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Nick basketball. This quarter felt like it's been going on for an hour. And it's been like 30 minutes.
By my stream, it was 40 minutes till commercial break, roughly. So, all right. So, let's... tweets first, actually. Sorry. Forgot about tweets. You have the tweets for this one?
Yep, just a couple. Steven Santos said, of course, a former Red Bull / Metro scores against us. We got a draw. I was at a wrestling show in Clifton tonight for JCW. Enjoyed that more. Yeah, I don't blame you. I can't blame you for that. And then our friend Tonino M said, well, not a deal, but again, let's be honest. The 2023 Red Bull loses this game in the 85th minute. That is very true. 100% true. Because that's when you're literally waiting for the dagger.
Only the two tweets? I thought there was more.
No, nope. I just saw two going off our thing. That's it.
Okay. I thought there was more. Yeah. So let's get into this. We'll talk about our likes and dislikes. You can go first. What did you dislike about this one?
Okay. Get the soundbite ready. Noel, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? The last time I saw a player wave his arm in the air like that, I was probably playing 6th grade soccer. I mean, that is the worst red card you could possibly get. It's such a dumb foul. It's so stupid. This kid is just, I know he's young, but these are grade school mistakes he's making. Grade school mistakes.
Wow, I don't know what one you want to use.
It's brand new. You just made it the other week. After another dumb red card.
Oh, God damn it. I think I deleted the file because I wasn't thinking about it.
Don't worry, we'll probably commit a dumb red card next week.
Let me check the other soundboard. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a different soundboard. That's why I was...
We got the point.
God, who knew that would become a thing that we got to keep using?
I know. You know what I'm really mad about? Hold on. Before we get to dislike, and I can't tell the listeners exactly what, but Jay, you and I came up with an idea 3 weeks ago, and we have not gotten to use it yet.
No, we haven't.
And I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And I think we're to blame for these draws because we came up with a good idea.
Partially us.
Yes, not completely us, but kind of us.
Yeah. So what I will say about the red card though is if he didn't do that, it may have been a loss anyway.
Maybe.
May have been.
Maybe. It just kills me.
Though he should never have been in position to have to do that in the first place. He should have been, in a position to defend the counterattack better. But who knows? My dislike is going to be that we didn't score more than one because as much as Vancouver bunkered, we clearly had the ability to score and we just weren't doing it.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing about the red card too, because again, they had all the momentum. I thought our prediction was going to come exactly true. I really did. Brian White scored, and I really thought the Red Bulls going to win 2-1, and it was that red card that completely doomed it.
And we had the momentum literally right up until that card happened.
Yep. I think even the announcers talked about it, that you could kind of feel that they were going to get another great chance to score.
Yeah. Well, at least we didn't lose, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, huge game this weekend. You could have 2 of these games with points in your pocket going into a tough road game. Another road game.
I feel like I need DJ Khaled's another one here, but I don't have it. So, let's talk about the likes for the game. Honestly, this is the weird thing. Is I should remember that goal, but I just for some reason can't. Like I want to say it was the goal, but I'll give it to Cornell. I felt like as much as he didn't see a lot of action, he still did enough to keep us in the game.
Mm-hmm. Which he almost always does.
Yeah.
He's such a solid player.
Yeah. And that's what you need, solid players.
Yep.
So
but again, and again, like we always talk about, defense always plays well, They keep us in every single game, and that was a team that was unbeaten on the road so far.
Yeah. You're like
Lewis Morgan scoring again. I guess that's the one thing you can like. I mean, it's kind of an obvious one, but great goal. Goal scorer is going to goal. So, I mean, that's about it. I'm just kind of frustrated because I really thought we'd get more out of this game.
A lot of people did. So, I mean, I don't know. It's sad that our story the last few weeks is we should have won, and it's just the finishing wasn't there. It's almost like we're back to last year. The only thing I will say though is that, and I think this was what Team said. This is a loss last year.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't get a point last year, right? So at least there's that.
Yeah.
We at least, if you go by that metric alone, we are improved over last year. So
yeah, and especially 2 games in the past 3 where they were down a man. Now this one not for as long, but still you're playing down a man against good team. Well, Chicago's not a good team.
Well, but against Vancouver, you had a decent enough spell against a good team that you could have lost that.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, I mean, you at least stood your ground.
Yeah. I think the only reason we didn't lose was because Vancouver's game plan was bunker and counter, and then once they got the man advantage, they didn't, because they had not been pressing for most of the game, they didn't have the momentum to carry it through up a guy.
Yeah.
Right. Any other afterthoughts for this one?
Just that I think I mentioned it when I was watching the game. That was the LA game wasn't as stressful as this. This game, I was extremely frustrated watching them, especially after the first goal they gave up. I was like, you should be doing better. I think that was what was driving me nuts. That I was just like, you guys, you should have 2 goals by now. The way you're playing, let's go. I wanted to be that guy in the crowd that just yells shoot every time someone touches the ball. Like that's how I felt. That guy, the guy everybody hates. But if I was at the game, I would have been that dude going, shoot, just shoot the ball, shoot it. From like halfway down the field.
Sometimes those things work, right?
Yeah.
Goalkeeper can't get a hand on it, but it creates a rebound. Anything's going to happen.
Yep.
All right. I did not put out a pain index this week. I'm just going to assume that it would have been a big mixture of mad and sad.
Yeah, a lot of mez in there.
Yeah. Prediction standings, no change because both of us predicted 2-1 wins. So, all right. Next, the Red Bulls will travel down to Miami to take on. What? Did we ever come up with an actual nickname for when Messi's playing? I feel like we need a nickname.
I don't know, the big old rectangle, the Messi Arena, the Messi Arena.
Yeah, I can't think of one right now. But anyway, traveling to take on Inter Miami. That game is Saturday, May 4th, 7:30 p.m. Miami comes into this one with a 6-2-3 record, 21 points, plus 10 goal difference. Number one in the East. I think number one in the league, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And a 3-1-2 home record, so they are not perfect at home. Truman, since you're in the lead for predictions, you get to go first. What do you think is going to happen on Saturday?
Gee, I'm getting crazy. And there's only one reason I'm getting crazy. There's only one reason. So please, listeners, don't get mad. They're going to win this game. You know how they're going to win? Because, Jay, guess who else is in Miami this weekend?
I'm going to guess Thierry Henry's in there.
No, better than Thierry Henry. A proven champion, a proven multi-time champion is in Miami.
Oh, that's
Red Bull. A Red Bull is in Miami. Red Bulls are signing Max Verstappen to play forward, and he's going to score at least 7 goals in this game. So that being said, 7-1 Red Bull. Just Max Verstappen just pumping him in.
That's your legitimate prediction?
Fuck it. Why not?
Like they're going to win anyway, right? So
that's right. Messi's not going to know what hit him.
The only good thing, I guess, is that we get Reyes back this week.
Great. Awesome.
Well, I mean, at least I mean, not like down
swapping out red card guys.
Yeah. But we're not down to our 4th center back, so at least there's that.
Do you think by Saturday, Inter Miami will sign like 5 more designated players?
I mean, Beckham gets all the rule changes for MLS, so why not?
Yeah, he started it, really. He's the originator.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe. Never know. All right. My prediction, I'm not going to be completely crazy. I think we're going to come away with a draw. I think, honestly, right now, that's and of course, this is like if Messi plays, and there's no reason he's not going to, but
yeah,
if Messi plays, I don't think we're going to win just because that dude, for some reason, even in MLS, just has a shit ton of magic around him. So,
I mean, if I'm being honest, I think they're going to lose this game just because that is a really tough road game, and obviously they have one of the best players on the planet, who I'm very tired of hearing about.
Well, get ready because I'm sure Taylor Twellman will be talking all about him this week.
Yes, and big revenge game for them getting embarrassed without Messi on the team, at Red Bull Arena. So, but I'm still saying 7-1 win. I don't even care.
All right. My prediction is going to be a 2-2 draw, and as a core, if this was Pat's betting corner, what I would say is place a parlay bet, where the second one is how long after the 15-minute halftime window Miami takes to show up, and it's at least 5.
That's the bet right there.
So it'll be a 20-minute halftime break instead of 15. All right. With that, Gotham FC, their last match, they drew 1-1 versus Racing Louisville. That puts their record at 1-2-2, 5 points, minus 2 goal difference, number 11 in the NWSL. I realized when I was putting the agenda together, I skipped over that in terms of the next match. So that's on me. So 2 games up for Gotham before we'll be on the air again. That first one is Saturday, May 4th. They'll be hosting North Carolina Courage, 7:30 p.m. And then the second game, they'll be traveling to take on the Houston Dash Wednesday, May 8th at 8 p.m. New York Red Bulls 2 did not play since our last episode. Their next match is tomorrow, May 3rd, 6 p.m. against Inter Miami 2 on the road. So very possible.
Sergio Perez is playing for them, I believe.
Yeah.
Red Bull 2 gets the Red Bull 2 driver.
Oh, see, I would have thought they would have gotten the AlphaTauri. Well, not AlphaTauri.
They're saying they're getting Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah, Danny Ricciardo and
Yuki Tsunoda.
Which, by the way, I was looking up clips for him, right? Because we're talking about trying to like freshen up the F1 update, which is actually coming up next. Hold on, yeah. So apparently, I can't. For the very quick Google search I did, it was hard to find an uncensored radio call of his.
Because they don't exist.
Well, I mean, the one we have for our bump right now exists. So I figured someone's going to have it. Maybe I could just literally search for uncensored Yuki calls and see what happens. But anyway, with that being said, it's time for our F1 update.
And box now, box for hard. Stay out.
Fuck! What
Tire.
Well, we already talked about it. They're in Miami this weekend. It's a 4 p.m. race, which is great. And I think we said it's a sprint this weekend, right? So you got the sprint going on. That is a sprint is 12 o'clock on the 4th.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yep. So you got a sprint at noon, and you got the race at 4 on Sunday. I like it because it's watchable times. Right, we're back for a little while. We're back in watchable race times. Nothing crazy, no 3 a.m.s, nothing nuts. I fully expect Max to win this. He's won the last 2. Why wouldn't he win this one? Red Bull seemed to like this track a lot.
Well, it's only been 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Oh. So by the way, do you hear the news about the Stephen Ross?
Yes, leaving Red Bull.
Oh, you're thinking of I need to look up the designer. Stephen Ross is the owner of the Dolphins.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Adrian Newey is who you're thinking of, by the way.
Yes. But he's going to make a Red Bull hypercar, apparently.
Yeah. No, Stephen Ross, the owner of the Dolphins, was apparently offered $10 billion to buy the NFL team, the Hard Rock Stadium, and the F1 weekend.
Wait, so he was offered to? He made the offer?
No, somebody offered him $10 billion.
$10 billion.
Yeah, for control
the
Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium, and the Miami race.
Who was this person?
Was
it Max Verstappen?
I have no idea. So as far as I know, we don't know who made the offer.
He's probably like 10 billion. Ha!
Come back to me in like 2 years and it'll be worth 20.
Right, exactly right.
All right. Anything else for F1, or are we moving on?
I think we're moving on.
Okay. With that, it is time for the dumping ground.
I'm the trash man.
So anything you would like to discuss in dumping ground?
The only thing I thought was funny was that I will give the Philly Union fans credit. They had a sign when they were playing Seattle the other night. This said Seattle invented losing here. But then Philly lost that game. But I'm just glad that the Seattle invented thing is still going strong.
Oh, it absolutely is.
So that just makes me laugh. I mean, I think New York fans kind of started that whole trend of making fun of them inventing everything, but I love that it's 2024 and that is still going.
Well, South Ward makes, the league takes, right? So
absolutely.
One thing for me for Liverpool Football Club, and it's just because I saw this. It was late in your match against, I think, West Ham, right? That you played on Saturday.
Yes.
How is the goalie putting the ball down on the floor live allowed to be whistled dead?
Listen, I'm watching this next game. I don't know what the rules are anymore in sports.
So I saw the clip where the West Ham keeper puts the ball down. One of the Liverpool players realizes the ball's live and starts running towards it, and the referee just blows the whistle, letting the goalkeeper off the hook. Like, what the fuck? That's not how the rules work.
Listen, in the Mets-Cubs games today, the Cubs player slid in the second base, overslid the bag, took off his helmet, had his helmet touch the bag, and the umpire ruled that's safe. So he was using his helmet as an extension of his arm to touch second base, and the umpire said he was safe.
That's new to me.
The rules are it's not safe, but the Mets didn't challenge it for some insane reason because he would have been out. So again, I don't know rules in sports anymore.
Bases in baseball. I mean, yeah, it's
if you put your arm straight up like this against Joel Embiid, that's a foul. That's what I've learned tonight.
Twice at least.
Yes, 2 times. This game is frustrating, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I can't speak any details because I'm like a good minute ahead of Truman somehow, but yeah.
I'm frustrated.
All right. Well, it's we were saying before we started recording, it's bad that, or it's annoying that they even had a play net to begin with. They should have closed that game out on Tuesday.
Yep, absolutely. The biggest mistake, and I'm not going to even mad at that the refs didn't call it travel on Maxey, which was blatant travel, and some other fouls. You're up 3 with like 10 seconds left in the game. You foul the guy. You foul him.
Because who cares if you give them 2? They need 3.
Right, exactly right. You get the ball back. Like I don't. That's what kills me. And I think the Sixers made the same mistake in Game 2. They can't hit a fucking bucket right now. See, Jay, that's why I can't watch this game.
Well, the only thing good for me is that I'm going to be editing right after we're done recording, so I'll just watch during that too. All right. Anyway, let's move on to the last segment of the show. Truman's terrible team of the week.
That's terrible.
What happened right up here against that Miami team? The Revs had 60,000 plus fans to watch them lose at home 4-1.
And they scored first.
Yeah, playoffs 4-1, 60,000 plus, probably 50,000 plus non-MLS fans. I love how MLS loves to brag about the turnout, but it's like they don't care about the game. They care about one guy. None of those people came to see either of those teams play. They came to see one person.
Yep. That reminds me. There was something I forgot to mention, Dumping Ground, that La Liga is going to host at least one regular season game next year in the United States. And apparently FIFA has told some judge, I don't know where, that they are not going to stand in the way of this kind of thing happening from now on. So basically, FIFA is greenlighting like Premier League, La Liga, whoever, to play in different countries than their league is supposed to be in.
Hey, it's like NFL playing in Europe, right? Kind of the same concept, but I mean that is going to mean that teams will lose home games in their stadium, which will piss off a lot of like season ticket holders. Yeah,
but unlike the NFL, right? In the NFL, there's no real competition for American football.
Right.
In terms of this could be damaging to some leagues. Like some of those games coming here to the U.S. in theory could be damaging to MLS.
Mm-hmm.
And Premier League going almost anywhere could be damaging except for like maybe Germany.
Right.
Right. So this is really a thing that's going to start happening. Could be a bad thing for a lot of countries that need to develop their leagues.
But if you're like, I mean, if you're, I don't know, Brighton Hove, like, hey, we're going to host Arsenal. Let's just play it in the United States. That's a great way to make money because you'll get probably 60, 70,000 people, right? For technically for your home game, right?
They'll get double the gate. They'll just get through the turnstile, like probably double what they would normally get.
Right.
Top of that, they'll charge
twice. Twice or whatever. A regular game is.
Yeah. So when I went over there to see Everton, it was £55 for the ticket. That was the most you paid, regardless of wherever you sat in the stadium for an adult. That's $55. That was it.
Yeah.
Outside of the hospitality, but that's a whole other thing. So regular ticket, £55, which I think was roughly at the time $60-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it doesn't matter who they are. Like if it's Brighton hosting Arsenal in the US, that ticket's easily $150 plus.
Oh yeah.
Even if they give up, let's say 10% of the gate receipts, to the whoever's hosting the game for them, that's still $140 a ticket.
Yeah.
That they're going to keep.
Yep.
And then it doesn't include whatever deal they work out for sessions, parking, etc. I think the bigger problem with all this is you could effectively hurt MLS, or like I said, if they go to other countries, hurt other leagues, not just MLS.
Well, it would have to be in like early December, late January, early February, and then they would have it at like Dallas or like a warmer climate too.
Yeah, that might be the only.
Not during right. It's not during MLS season. You can't do it during their season.
I don't know. I'm just not liking the idea.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, is that it? Are we done?
I think that's it.
Okay. Wrap this one up. Patreon.com/Red Bull Rant. $1 a month gets you exclusive content, whatever we decide to do. Which just remind me, I haven't checked the Patreon to see if anybody actually responded to that. The notifications. Helps if the page recycles. I think we got something to look at in terms of the idea. Nope, never mind. Nobody seemed to respond. Anyway, we have an idea cooking. Hopefully, we're good with it, and we do it. I think that'd be kind of cool to do. Anyway, I want to thank our producers, Jeremiah Dempster, Steven Santos, Eddie Delecto, Christopher Edmick. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Thank you to everybody that supports us through Patreon, but there are producers. You can email us, redbullrant@gmail.com. If you want to call us, 973-348-5329. Facebook.com/RedBullRant. On Twitter, @RedBullRant for the show, @Dr. Stooge for myself, @The Truman for Truman. Subscribe to our show via iTunes, YouTube Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast. Last words before we get out of here.
Can the Knicks just win a fucking game? Oh, and Red Bulls, it'd be cool if you won this weekend.
All right. So for Truman and myself, this has been episode 458 of the Red Bull Rant. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, go Red Bull.
See ya.